Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to our multicultural day here in Lawube.
That's your Sunday away, guys. Yeah, that's well, some of the things to say. And I got all these areas. Got some nice people. Let's see. So nice. Write them down. So fine one. That's the NSB2, the Nigerian Society Victoria Vice President.
NSV organized Nigerian Cultural Day was amazing. People that came, they have fun, and we share our differences, have nice food, dance, meet some of our loved ones that maybe because of work schedule we have not been able to meet. People also showcase cultural dresses and everything that we got to do that day. So it was nice. Considering that many people that day have other things to do in Melbourne, like they have the Muslims celebrating their 80th day. Even though you couldn't make it, down to the valley here, you can still, enjoy the movie and have fun. And I hope we can continue things like this to support our community and build ourselves for another. Far from home, sometimes you have to sacrifice and come to do things like this. So I enjoy it, and I ask everyone to get involved and support the NSV as much as we can.
That's the mayor of the city. So just a kind of welcome to that. Welcome. The mayor of the city is very welcome by us. This is my town, actually. This is the town I've been for a long time. So, the lady in front is the mayor, and that's the husband at the back. The mayor is going to sit down here. The husband.
I would like to welcome to the high table the Commissioner for Multicultural Commission, Mrs. Abiola Akiniyi. I would also want to welcome to the high table one of our community leaders in person of Mr. Elvis Nwachukwu. He's the leader of the Igbo Association. Thank you, Mayor Callahan, for affording us this opportunity to be able to showcase this event at the Latrobe City Municipality. And young people, don't discard your heritage. When people ask you where you're from, you are Australian, and if they say, where are you originally from? You can say, my heritage is Nigerian.
That's it.
So, because you are of Nigerian heritage. Yeah. Even if you've never been there, it's still your heritage. That is your identity. So it's just to encourage our young people to be more involved in things like this. We are doing this because of you. We have, like my daughter said, we have formed our identity before we left Nigeria. Because you guys were born outside of Nigeria, you don't know anything about Nigeria. So we want you to have that sense of identity and sense of heritage. So please, when we have events, encourage each other to come out and support this, because we are doing this for you so you can have that legacy. Thank you.
The Mayor of Metro Shire Council, Kelly Okan, and David, the husband. You're welcome here tonight. I'll also not forget our community leaders who are here to bring this occasion today. Some of them are still on their way. Hopefully they get here soon, and we can get this event in. Now, Nigeria is a very diverse country, as was alluded to by our president, with over 250 tribes. I don't think I'm qualified to speak on every single one of them. So I'm going to narrow it down to my specific tribe, which is the Igbo tribe of Nigeria. So, as I said, my emphasis will be on the cultural practices of the Igbo people. Nigeria, as we all know, is so richly and culturally diverse that honestly, if I begin to speak on every single tribe today, we may not leave this hall until nightfall. And I'm sure a lot of you want to go home. You don't want to listen to me all day. So I'll focus, as I said earlier, on the people, people of Nigeria. So Nigeria is multi-tribal, multi-linguistic, and also has multicultural people. And people of Nigeria, who are chiefly located in the southeastern part of the country, speak Igbo language. So the Igbos are one of the major tribes, one of the most ancient, and one of the largest ethnic groups in Africa. The Igbos have many fascinating cultural practices which consist of ancient practices as well as new concepts added into the Igbo culture, either by cultural evolution or by outside influence. These customs and traditions include Igbo people's visual art, music, dance forms, as well as attire, as you can see today. And our cuisine, of course, also our language and dialects. Now, we've got a lot of cultural practices, but I'm just going to focus on a few of those practices that we've got. Chiefly on my list is the kola nut. The kola nut is hugely, widely celebrated in Igbo land. The kola nut is evidently present in all of our cultural celebrations. So if you pay me a visit in Igbo land, without me offering you the kola nut, you're not going to open your mouth and speak about the reason why you have come to visit. So the kola nut is a way of saying, you're welcome, a way of showing our friendliness, a way of acceptance. And it's unfortunately we haven't got one today, but it's a tiny thing like that. There's usually a ritual that goes with the kola nut. So it gets blessed by the eldest person within the community, and then it's broken into different pieces and passed around for everyone to take a piece, which sort of signifies unity. So if you're visiting someone and I haven't offered you kola nut, you probably need to reassess the reason why you're there. It just shows you're not welcome. So it's present in our weddings, our festivals, our New Yam festivals, our masquerade festivals, very prominent, very key item of our culture that we don't take for granted wherever we go. And then we've got the very popular one, which is the Iriji Festival. The Iriji Festival, I'm not sure whether you've, similar to, the potato. Yeah, so it's a cash crop, isn't it? Cash crop. Yeah. So yeah, I consider it expedient to highlight the significance of the Iriji culture or celebration. It is an important way of marking the beginning and the end of the farming season. It is a celebration of life, accomplishments in our community, culture, and well-being. Every fourth quarter here in
the traditional owner of the land, and the past, present, and emerging. So, and I also like to take this opportunity to welcome our mayor and her husband. So, yeah, my Benin traditional dress is usually white and red. So, I'm from Edo State, which is called Midwestern part of Nigeria. So, Benin is a very unique kingdom. So, I'm from the kingdom. And historically, I would say the first man or the first person to speak a foreign language in Africa as a whole, it is a Benin man, and he is called Oba Esigi of Benin in 1680. So he spoke Greek. So you go to some embassies, Nigerian embassies across the world, you will see his photo there, and it's always placed at the embassies. All right. In addition to that, we as a Benin single-handedly fought the British in 1889. All right. We war with Britain, and this is not just like Nigeria entirely, but only the Benin. So Benin is a very rich culture. It's a very rich tradition. Part of the facts to that is the artifacts you can see across the world today. The Nigerians are still fighting for to retrieve back to Africa or to Nigeria. So they all came from Benin. Most of them, I would say, they came from Benin. So more especially the Festac head. So you will see it all over Nigerian logo. So that is where I'm from, and I'm proud to be from that town.
Wherever you see Yorubas, we are very, very well known for that. We respect our elders. We always try as much as possible to emulate the good things that our elders are doing. Yoruba Heritage and Cultural Association has been able to start passing our culture to our children here and even our partners that are not from the Yoruba land. So we've been able to successfully start the Yoruba language class, which we're very happy that we got a lot of support from the Australian government, especially from Lawube Valley Council. A lot of the time we've invited Kelly and she has participated very well. So this evening, part of the things that you have seen just now was the Yoruba Cultural Group, which is reminding us of what we used to do at home. We are always teaching our children our languages, and some of the times we even talk to them through our songs. You know, when you sing, it's easy for children to remember even when they are grown up. Many of us left Nigeria about 25, 30 years ago, but we're still able to remember all these things because it was passed on to our parents. So please, feel free this evening to enjoy our cultural show. We will also be sharing our cultural food and a lot more. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Abiola Mayemi, and I really enjoyed my experiences of being a part of the Nigerian Society of Victoria. I feel that the events that have been held have provided children with a lot of opportunities to learn about their culture.
Thank you so much. Can we give them a round of applause, please? I'm a proud Nigerian, just like Mr. Kibi said. I've been coming to Nigerian events since I can remember, since before, you know. But I'm really happy and I'm grateful for my parents to bring me up in this community, and giving me so much opportunity to learn about my
hand the mic over to Edo President, Mr. Peter Maleno.
The vehicle, the motor car you drive today, the idea of the casket of the motor is in there. The idea is from Edo. That is the beginning. So that was our creative idea. So we impacted the whole world. So that's what he was trying to say there, that we might be small, but we move mountains.
Thank you so much, everybody. Time to get up and listen to people. Thanks so much.
Acknowledge the Nigerian Society of Victoria President, Dr. Remy Yusuf, Mr. Elvis from Igbo community, the Mayor, Kelly O'Kellen, partner, Dave Stedman. Thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you being here today. And I also want to acknowledge Mr. Adetifa and Mrs. Adetifa. Mrs. Adetifa was recently honored for the multicultural, one of the multicultural excellence honor award was given to her. That shows you the vast majority of what we do as Nigerians. We're not just Nigerians, we are exceptional beings in the African region. I'd like to thank and congratulate the event organizer for putting this wonderful event together. It is very special to be gathering in person, significantly after what we've all been through. And let me tell you something about culture. In my language, they said, that is the stream that forgets where it comes from and its origin will dry up. And that is the significance of us being here today. So thank you so much for the Nigerian Society of Victoria Executive for putting this together, because we remember our roots. Culture is not just about the food we eat, what we wear, what we drink, and our ways of life. It's an integral part of our being, our identity, the way we relate to the community. And if you look at the Nigerian community of Victoria, just like what Madam President has actually highlighted earlier on, we bring so many values to this culture. So thank you so much for accommodating us. And we're here, we've been impacting the Victorian community and Australia at large. And this is me talking as a Nigerian. So let me go back to my Victoria Multicultural Commissioner role. I want to thank the Nigerian Society of Victoria because your commitment to your community and compassion you have displayed further embodied and the spirit of multiculturalism in Victoria. The VMC look forward to continue to support the work of the association in promoting social inclusion and cultivating empowered multicultural communities and culture in Victoria. As I promised, I will not take much of your time. I want to thank each and every one of you for being here today. I want to thank all our Muslim brothers, our Christian brothers, and every other religion that is present today. Thank you so much for supporting this event. Thanks for coming. And I did not take anyone for granted. If I've missed anyone that is in this room that I have not recognized today, believe me, it is not intentional. It is just the joy of being here today. And I'm looking forward to celebrating with you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. We will still have a few other speakers, but first I would like to invite the Mayor, Mrs. Kelly O'Callaghan, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. It is wonderful. Please excuse my voice. I've spent a lot of time over the last few days yelling over the top of crowds. We've had some very big events in Latrobe City over the last few days, and I've been cheering and singing and dancing to the point where I think I've overstretched the tolerance of my voice just a little bit. So thank you for your patience. I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners upon whose land we are meeting today, the Brakalung people of the Gunai Nation, and I pay my respects to the elders past and present. And I would like to acknowledge any elders who join with us today. And I'd also like to recognise the connection, and that important connection to country, and the connection of our traditional owners to the land, to the water and to the sky. I would also like to welcome all of you, to thank you for being part of this wonderful celebration, and also those who are joining us to share a multicultural perspective on what it is that we can all join in and celebrate today. So as we reflect on Nigerian Cultural Day, I would like to also welcome to Latrobe City Dr. Remy Youssef, President of MSV, Mrs. Abiola Akinibi. Thank you so much for your welcome and for your enthusiasm for being here and sharing with us. I've had the most wonderful welcome when I arrived here today, and I know the many friends that I have here in the room, it is wonderful to see you once again, but I'm always assured of a very warm, enthusiastic and authentic welcome, and I thank you for that. To Matthew Adetifa, you are a champion. I love you to bits, you know that. Always wonderful to see you, and thank you for all of the work that you do. To Bukula Abedina, thank you for the invitation. Always wonderful to be able to accept an opportunity to spend time with you all here in community. To Mr. Elvis, thank you for your context and scene setting in relation to why we are here and why it is important and what it is that we can share in together here. To the Abu Association Victoria representatives as well, more broadly, thank you for being here and joining us here in Latrobe. And to the Yoruba Heritage and Cultural Association, I know that just a few months ago we joined together in celebration of language and drumming and understanding of some of the work that also happens in educational settings. And that was a wonderful celebration, and I'm very happy to be with you once again. To the Edu Club of Australia, I also thank you for being part of this joining together. I also do want to acknowledge Pasedia Adetifa and that wonderful recognition of a honour roll placement for the Multicultural Association of Victoria. That is a significant and well recognised contribution to our community that Pasedia makes.
Okay, I don't want to stress this questioning so much, but it is interesting, very, very much interesting. Nigeria is permanently divided into three. We say the Igbos, the Hausa, and the Yorubas. Within each region, we find out that when you see somebody you don't know for the first time, there are about 4 or more different criteria that will give an idea which part of the country this person comes from. The name, the dress, the month of that, the skin color of the individual, the facial impression which some people find difficult to even identify that is there any difference? Yes, there is. An Hausa man from the north, the facial impression apart from tribal mark will give an idea that this person is an Hausa man. Then the name of that individual, especially the name that has to do with the indigenous.
Sorry, come on. Yeah.
If you look me up and down, you will know say not true.
Okay, let's hear you. Let's hear you.
Sorry, I might have forgotten a little.
Okay.
But I'll try and sing it in a way that you all understand me. It goes like this, okay? We used to sing it in school, and when we line up in the morning and pray and we'll march into the classes, we sing the song and it goes like this. Wherever you go, wherever you be, do not say yes when you mean to say no. I'll change it to the one we say okay. Wherever you go, wherever you be, do not say yes when you mean to say
My sister, which language is this speak? Another person there wait for me better. Which one? I beg, make you don't do me the same thing. How you have them go? Oh yeah.
Wherever you be, don't say yes when you mean to say no.
Hey, don't play in my country. Everybody knows me well. If you look me up and down, you will see that is true. showcasing part of our culture. And what do? We just promote Nigerian heritage through dances and cultural activities.
it's time for fashion parade. We're all going to be the judges. So you need to pay attention. Each of the participants, they'll tell us about what they're wearing. Okay? So they will go once, they will parade, and then they'll go back there, and they'll come out one by one and tell us about what they're wearing. And the music will be going underneath. So participants, please file out. Yes, file out one by one, yeah? So that's Bukola.
Listen, we are struggling. Stepping in top there, I'm not really nothing. Stop this one, I get that touching me. I'm not really doing that to run. She's calling me. She's fucking me. All day long, she's fucking me.
That's another Bukola. She's the financial secretary of the NSV.
So that's a loss of tide.
That is Mr. Ramiro Bushino. Welcome. Can you please tell us what you're wearing, the origin, and how it came about?
This is Agbada. This cloth design is called Agbada, and the material is Guinea, modern Guinea. The dress is not complete without the heart. But this art can be in different design in terms of the shape. This is the one I like at this stage or at this time. And it's from the Yoruba part of the country. Ceremonial dress, not just for any occasion, it's for big ceremony. And importantly as well, when you want to respect your host, or you want to respect yourself. For example, your sweeper. Thank you.
Can you please tell us what the fila or the head tie is called and what it's made of?
This fila is called fila in Yoruba, in my language, but you can simply say art. So it's made from aso material.
Thank you. Please let's give him a round of applause. That's Mr. Dr. Obadina.
Thank you very much. This is Agbada floating gown from southwestern part of Nigeria. We wear these as a special attire to wedding ceremony, coronation ceremony as well. When we have people, when we confer chieftaincy title on people, or general celebration in the Yoruba land, this is what we wear, and it usually goes with the fila. There are two types or two ways that we actually organize this fila. It's either to the left or to the right. The left is for the marriage, and to the right is for the single, the bachelor. So when you see them wearing the floating gown and the cap, just look at the side of the cap. If it is right, it is for the married. If it is left, it's for the bachelor. So thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Obadina. Let's give him a round of applause. I'm going to be cheeky here because I know that this is my namesake, so I can say whatever. Mr. Okay, you got the gist, so I won't say it anymore. All right. Can we have our next presenter, please? That is Ada. Can you tell us what you're wearing and why you're wearing it?
Okay, I'm wearing this made of African lace. I'm made in the traditional way. Nigeria. And I love wearing it because I want to be simple and easygoing. And balance it up.
Thank you, she's elegant. Our next presenter.
DJ, wake up! Good one, Mama. I love Mama. I love this Mama. I love this Mama. She make me cry now because my mom is late. Yeah, you know what it's like for. Oh, Mama, what up? I love this Mama. Sorry, Mama. Sorry, Mama. Mama, don't forget it. What on DJ?
Welcome. You can see that I keep calling her Mama. For the younger ones, people that are older than us, we don't call them by names in our culture. You either call them auntie or uncle or mom or dad. So I'm calling her Mama, which is like saying mom.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what we do in our culture. Not that you will see, if I introduce myself to you as Remy, you can't call me Remy, I'm Auntie Remy.
That's right.
Okay, everybody, good afternoon. The clothes one wear from Nigeria. We cut this clothes with up and down. This one is lace. This one's from George. This gele is for.
I love it. I love it.
Thank you very much, Thank you. Please let's give Mama a round of applause. Thank you.
If you're feeling love tonight, we sing your fire.
That's Mr. Abbas. Can you please tell us about what you're wearing?
This is Yoru, Australia. Give me a round of applause. Yoru, Australia. We live in a culture where we have preserved culture. At the same time, I want to say this earlier, we have to be part of Australian culture. So this is Yoru, Australia.
What up, bro? What up? Awesome.
Thank you, Mr. Abbas. Euro Australia. Thank you so much. All right, the next person is
the wife of the vice president. Nama. That's That's the wife of the vice president.
That is great. She's the wife of our vice president. Can you please tell us what you're wearing? Afternoon.
Yeah. MC.
So today I'm presenting an Igbo bride that's about to get married.
Yeah, awesome. Good, thank you very much.
I want to stress that. We want to have music for the next person.
Guys.
Can you please tell us what you're wearing, the origin, and why you put them together like this?
I'm wearing Iro and Buba from the Yoruba culture. It is big, you find them everywhere, and when we wear Iro and Buba, it's complete. With the headgear, and the necklace, and the wrist bead. And also coupled with the austere. This is the old Osum.
Thank you. Can we please have the next person?
What's up? That's gonna be my idea.
Can you tell us what you're wearing, the origin, and everything you need us to know about it?
Alright, thank you for having me. So I am wearing an attire that's synonymous with the southern and eastern part of Nigeria, the Igbos. Now it comes in variants. What I have on me is a cap and a top called Ishagu. Ishagu means head of a lion. And if you look at it, you have embroideries of a lion. What does it signify? The strength of the man, because normally you see it with the guys. And for the cap, it comes in variants as well. So this is a regular cap that you will see the Southeastern wear for any basic occasion. But if you wear an elder or a chief or a titled person, they will wear variants which we call the red cap. Somebody here is probably going to come up with the red cap. Let me know what red cap means. So what I have is a basic, simple Igbo outfit you will see with a young, married young man representing the Southeastern tribe.
but I'm not fully loaded because typically it comes with beads and all the other stuff. That's what we still will have. Thank you.
Every day by day, I just listen. Everything I do, we just live. I just want to say, living large, I get them just for my ghetto. Never forget where I come from, not from ghetto. I just want to say, thank you, I can let you walk to go back.
Thank you. Actually, there's something I noticed from Mr. Peter's description. He called it Shokoto. That's what it's called in the Yoruba language.
I'm not gonna move that way. Don't make me move that way. I know.
Thank you.
For you cross looking your sideways.
Can you please introduce yourself and her and tell us what you're wearing?
My beautiful girl wearing kaba, which is a gown. And I'm also wearing something similar but different, kaba. And this is for women like myself. And I can use this to cook my food in the kitchen as a caterer. It's so easy, short and
simple.
And I'm free to use it. And then I've got the beads.
Awesome.
You see, in USA. And it's very common with Yorubas in USA. And you see that I'm barefooted. In those days, we don't used to wear shoes. That's why. Thank you.
Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause.
She like baby spending money, but she like to do hide and seek. She dey tell me say baby jolly, but she no want to see. She like baby spending money, but she like to do hide and seek. She dey tell me say baby jolly, but she no want to see. Keep on my head, what do you want?
Thank you.
Keep on my head, you know how you supposed to be. I catch you there something, Bobby. You dey sample for cheap for Boku. Baby, no they do. You won't collect the check from me. Tomorrow you dey overseas.
Okay. I'm from the Igbo side. But what I'm wearing is a mixture. It shows that Nigeria, even though we still have different national groups in Nigeria, we are integrating and mixing things around. The top here is actually a source control for the riverine oil producing area, which has mixed with some Igbo designs to come up with this one. It's actually an extension of what he's wearing, which gave birth to the long sleeve version of it, was called the senator suit. Then the resource control is in it. I'll now put it together. This one you can see that almost every ethnic group in Nigeria wears a different version of this accessory. The cap that my friend has alluded to, the red cap, is a ceremonial cap. And I can wear the red with authority because I'm a entitled man. I have the right to wear it. The high version of it is for ceremonies. But if it's just for cultural things, I'll wear the low version like my friend Flora is wearing. But this one is to say that this is a very important festival. But it's only people who have title that can wear a red cap. Thank you.
More music on TrueMedia.com.
That's it, bro.
those days, our great grandfathers used to sit under the tree to drink their palm wine, and they need the breeze to blow inside their body. So you can see through there, the wind blows in there, and they get good breeze, not only in the air, as you can see the pants too. So the breeze can blow there too. So this is what you use in those hot weather. And we used to enjoy our nice palm wine in those days. This is called kepe. This shokudo, this plant is called kepe. You can see it's big. It's big, and this one is just the kuba. Dashiki on top of it. It's made out of ajure. And this one is called abetiaja. It's the air like the air of the dawn. You can see. It's called abetiaja.
Thank you, Mr. Abeye. Let's give him a round of applause. Mr. Lawrence. I can see that there's something different from the other person that was wearing what you're wearing. Can you tell us everything? I'm very curious to know. Thank you.
Thank you. Before I start, I will just explain the music a bit. This music is very important to every Igbo living around the world because the advice is very special advice. Also, it's to other countries, other tribes. That tells you that whenever you go, be careful and know how you live your life so that you don't leave it in jail. Okay, starting with this, our elder brother just said, my car, my parents, my mom, my dad, we are the only kid, we are the only people in my community. So I am actually representing them, and this you see here is quite different. That tells a story when you look at it.
trendybeats.com. More music on trendybeats.com.
I was
Mama,